port better than 10 megabit, but they only did 10 megabit port, and it was maxed out immediately. So you can see the graphs that they published as soon as they started. And it was mostly UDP, as you can see, and mostly to destination IP 1.1.1.1 and port 15206. What am I getting here? So they said this on their blog. 60% of the UDP packets were sent towards this IP address on this port, and the data section starts with OX80, and it's probably a Trojan called whatever. We don't care. Well, in VoIP land, I had seen something similar, but from the other side. I had seen this IP address, obviously, 1.1.1.1, and the port 15206, and also knew that RTP usually starts with hexadecimal character 80. So, what's happening here? What's happening here is that these invite scans are actually producing a lot of RTP traffic. These RIPE, this experiment, they got a maxed out port. It seems that someone is having some sort of success. It would be really interesting to see what the RTP stream sounds like. But I didn't get access to this yet. I'm still praying to the gods. But why are people actually scanning, sending it via? So, yeah, phone fraud is nothing new. It's been going on since the start of phone calls, I guess. Phone call termination, especially in bundles, in large amounts, costs lots of money. And premium numbers, obviously, are a great way to make money for some people. So one scheme seems to be find PBXs with weak passwords, or maybe find PBXs which will relay your invite to a PSTN landline number. And if you can do that, if you can guess the password, then usually valid extensions have access to make phone calls from the network, from the PBX to a real phone number, to a PSTN phone number, or otherwise using invite. But both ways will allow phone calls to be routed through these vulnerable PBXs, or maybe proxies sometimes. And then what they seem to be doing is, after gaining access to these different PBXs, configuring their own PBX, probably an asterisk, and then selling access to their own PBX, which makes use of these vulnerable PBX servers on the internet. Free phone calls for these guys, and cheaper rates for their clients. Other ideas, what's happening is schemes using premium numbers. We can discuss this later. I've heard of denial of service attacks, especially on call centers, that having the phone system down means a lot. And I've heard of large numbers when it comes to losses, when it comes to people abusing voice over IP PBXs on the internet to make phone calls. Some people quoted millions of dollars. I don't know, I didn't see the real figures, but from time to time you hear these numbers, and from time to time you even see them in the news. So that's basically it. I want to thank the HackitoErgoSum team and people who helped me out with my project. more information, some references, and question time. So, any questions?
You did a scan in the beginning and you had some switch boxes and stuff showing up, the custom boxes. When you made a scan in the beginning, I saw a lot of print boxes showing up. What happens? Yeah, this one.
Still going on.
Oh yeah. Is there similar security problems on the asterisk services running on those embedded machines as the ones you showed from the live CD?
I'm not sure that it's running asterisk, and I don't have a Fritz box yet. But I've never found any issues with Fritzbox because I don't have access to any. But during scanning, I did notice some strange behavior, which could be abused to cause distributed denial of service. But this has been a while. If you have access to Fritzbox, you can take a look.
Do you know any good command line SIP client that I could put in an embedded browser?
A command line SIP client?
I mean, some embedded stuff that I could generate a phone. If I want to embed something into the Fritzbox, then what kind of